children, welcome to the online science class. So, my dear children, we have completed our first lesson, right? So, what's the topic of first lesson? Safety and first aid. I have given some notes for you. The remaining notes I will send today. Copy it in your science notebook, okay? And one more thing, only very few students are attending the Zoom interaction class. I want all of you to attend the class, okay? All the students, please attend the class. In the interaction session only we can discuss our doubts, and I will give some assignment, I will give some project work, okay? Only very few students only attending the class. Please all of you attend the class. And one more thing, only one of students only sending your snapshots to me. What about the others? Now you are not responding to what I am saying. At the end of the semester, before the exam, some of you are asking, ma'am, I have missed the note, please send me, please send me. At that time I won't send you. In this semester I won't send you any note. Please write down while I am sending. This is a humble request from my side. Please copy the notes immediately while I am sending. And one more thing, after completing you can delete the notes. Before completing, don't delete the notes from your mobile, okay? Then if you are not able to attend the Zoom interaction class, you should inform to me, okay? If you have any situation, I know there will be some situation, if you are not able to attend the class, you should inform to me, okay? Without informing, if you are taking leave for the Zoom interaction class, I will call and ask the reason from your parents, okay? So please attend the class, it will be useful for you, okay? So we will discuss the question answers today, okay? So what is an electric shock? An electric shock is a common accident that happens at home. When you get an electric shock, electricity passes through our body and you feel a sudden pain, right? It is a common accident that happens in our home. If you get an electric shock, we will feel a sudden pain in our body, right? An electric shock is a common accident that happens at home. When you get an electric shock, electricity passes through the body and you will feel a sudden pain, okay? Then list out one safety rule that we should follow at home. One of the safety rule, you can write any point. I have given one point. Do not run on the stairs. Always walk holding the rail, okay? Do not run on the stairs. Always walk holding the rail, okay? Then what is zebra crossing? The zebra crossing is an area of the road painted with white stripe which help pedestrian to cross the road. It is painted in white color, okay? Zebra crossing, we can cross the road with the help of the traffic signal, okay? The zebra crossing is an area of the road painted with white stripe, white line, which help pedestrian means the people who want to cross the road, to cross the road, okay? List the colors of the traffic light. Which does each color indicate? Red indicate vehicle to stop. Red indicate vehicle to stop. Then yellow or orange indicate vehicles to slow down or stop, okay? Vehicle to slow down or stop. Then green indicate to go, we want to go, okay? Red indicate the vehicle to stop, yellow or orange indicate the vehicle to slow down and stop, green indicate vehicles to go, okay? The next one, what is then first aid? First aid is the help given to an injured person immediately after an accident happens to them. First aid is the help given to an injured person immediately. What's the spelling of immediately? I-M-M-E-D-I-A-T-E-L-Y. Immediately, okay? So in the previous exam also, then the semester exam also, most of the children have mistaken in your spelling, okay? So read the spelling immediately, okay? Then next, what first aid would you give to a person who has cut with fingers with a knife? If a person has cut his fingers with a knife, comma, We should clean it with a disinfectant. What's the spelling of disinfectant? Disinfectant. Disinfectant. Okay, disinfectant. And an antiseptic must be applied. Antiseptic. What's the spelling of antiseptic? Antiseptic. Antiseptic. Okay. If a person has cut his fingers with a knife, we should clean it with a disinfectant and an antiseptic must be applied. What's the spelling of disinfectant? Disinfectant. Disinfectant. Antiseptic? Antiseptic. Okay, so we have completed our first chapter. Copy it in your notebooks. If you have any doubt, we will discuss it in our Zoom interaction class. Okay, so we will move to the next lesson. What is the topic of next lesson? Matter and its property. What do you mean by matter? Okay, we are living in an environment, right? We are surrounded by lot and lots of things, right, that have a weight, that will occupy some space, right? So any substance that have weight and occupies a space is called matter. Any substance, whether if it is a book, whether if it is a chalk piece, it has a weight and it occupies some space, right? It is called as matter. Okay, it is called as matter. There are three types of matter. Okay, there are three types of matter. So what is the topic of the lesson? Matter and its property. So in this lesson we are going to learn what is matter and what are the property. Property means they have some characters. Okay, that characters we are going to learn. So what do you mean by matter? Any substance that have a weight and that occupies a space is called matter. Okay, any substance that has a weight and occupies some space is called matter. Whether if it is a chalk piece or pencil or anything, it has a weight and it occupies some space. Okay, that is called matter. So there are three states of matter. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid and gas. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid and gas. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so for solid we can say stone or a chalk piece. Okay, for liquid, example water. And then gas, while we are boiling the water, the gas will go out, right? That is the gas. Okay, so some classification today we will learn. Okay, some of the classification of matter. So what are the classification of matter according to their property, according to their characters? Okay, first hard and soft. Whether it is hard or soft, how they are classified. Some materials are hard. We all know that some are hard and some are very soft, right? Some are hard and some are soft. For example, metal such as iron. Do you know iron? Iron needle, iron rod. It is very hard, right? So some metals such as iron and cotton, we all know it is very soft and fluffy. We can, fluffy means it will be some one structure, it can move, right? It is a very fluffy jelly like structure. So cotton is very soft and fluffy. Okay, hard and soft. Under the section of hard and soft, whether it is hard or soft, how they are classified? Hard means the iron is very hard. Soft, for example, cotton. Okay, cotton is very soft and fluffy. And rough and smooth. Rough means it is very somewhat it is not in a correct proper manner. The bench is very smooth, right? Rough means whether it is a stone, it is very rough. Okay, materials such as stones are very rough, very rough. It has no shape. Some places bigger, some is smaller, some have depth. Okay, then pebbles mean, what do you mean by pebble? We put pebbles in the fish tank for decoration, right? Which is very smooth. Okay, which is very smooth. Then next, opaque, transparent and translucent. So what do you mean by opaque? Opaque means, for example, if you take a wood piece, can you able to pass the light inside the wood? No, right? We cannot be able to see the light on the opposite side. So that is called opaque. Okay, such substance are called opaque, we cannot be able to pass the light, the light will not be able to pass through the surface. Then take a glass, okay, allow the put use a torch light. Can you able to see the light on the opposite side? Yes, the light passes through the glass, so that is called transparent. Okay, that substance are called transparent. We can see the opposite side picture. And translucent, okay, translucent means the substance such as tracing paper, some tracing paper we will trace out, right? And frosted glass that allows some light to pass through it, but they are not transparent like glass, right? If you take a paper, normal white paper, the light will be passed to the other side, but it is not clear like the transparent one. Okay, it is not transparent, like it is not clear, so that is called translucent. Okay, some substance can allow the light to pass, some cannot be able to pass, some will be pass little bit. Okay, that is called opaque, transparent and translucent. So opaque means they do not allow light to pass through, transparent means they allow light to pass through, translucent means they are not transparent like glass, but light to pass through, but not like the glass. Okay, then breakable and unbreakable. You all know that a glass is breakable, right? If a glass jar, if you throw a glass jar on the surface, it breaks, right? So that is a breakable. Unbreakable means if you throw a steel tumbler in the floor, will it broke? No, it not, it will not broke. So that is called unbreakable substance. Okay, breakable and unbreakable, these are matters. Okay, these are the these are the class example for matter. Sub all the substance around us are matters. Okay, so that matter we are classifying according to their characters. Okay, so this is breakable and unbreakable. So the matters can be breakable or unbreakable. Okay, so according to those two types. Then soluble and insoluble. Soluble and insoluble means we can dissolve it in the water. Sugar, salt, we can dissolve it in water, so they are called soluble substance. They can be dissolved in water. Sand and stone we cannot be able to dissolve in water. Sand and stone we cannot be able to dissolve in water. Okay, okay. Then next one, conduction. Okay, conduction means how they conduct the electricity. Okay, how they conduct the electricity. Electric wires are made up of copper. Inside the wire there is one metal is there. That metal is called copper metal. Okay, which is a type of metal. Copper metal which is a type of metal. It is used for making the wire. It conducts the electricity from one place to another. So it is called a good conductor of electricity because it conducts a good conductor of electricity. This means it can allow the electricity pass through it. Okay. So rubber at the outer part of the wire, we can see able to see that is colors. It will be in color, right? That is a rubber or anything. It cannot be able to pass the electricity, right? So that is a bad conductor of electricity. Okay, it does not allow the current pass through it. Then wood is also another poor conductor of electricity. Wood does not allow the electricity to pass through it. Okay. Then metal such as steel, the steel tumbler we are using now, that is a good conductor of heat. Okay, that is because we are boiling the water in the steel bowl or steel plate or something, so which is a good conductor of heat, which they are used for making the cooking utensils. Okay, then however, handles of pressure cookers and pans are made up of bakelite. Okay, we all know that the pressure cooker handle and some pan handles are made up of, which is called bakelite. Okay, bakelite, bakelite, bakelite. Okay, which is a poor conductor of heat, because if there is no bakelite, if we touch the handle, we will feel the heat, right? So the bakelite will not conduct the heat from one place to another, so only they are using bakelite for the hand. Okay, so this will prevent from getting burnt. Okay, so this is enough today. We will learn the remaining part in our next class. Okay, so write the notes, after that take a snapshot and send to me. Okay, so take care. Thank you.